Hey guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul, this is Tech and Travel, and recently we have just had the announcement of the new Samsung Galaxy Note 10. Now, I was fortunate enough, I was able to put in a pre-order for it for the Note 10 Plus 5G version in Aura Glow, and at the same time I put in an order for a case for it. And fortunately enough, it's come through nice and early, and I thought I'd do an unboxing for you guys. And it might be useful if you've got one, a phone on pre-order that is, and you're looking for ideas for cases. This might be up your street. So the case in question is this one right here, which is made by Spigen, and it is the Ultra Hybrid S. So without further ado, let's get it unboxed. Right, so let's start off by taking a quick look around the outside of the box. So, as I said, it is the Ultra Hybrid S by Spigen, and it is for the Galaxy Note 10 Plus variant. Moving on down to the bottom of the box, we've got a warning there telling us that there's a protective film on the front and the back of the case, so make sure you peel that off. We've got a few things here saying about how it is form fitted for the device, ultimate everyday protection, and stable mounting. Moving on the back, we've got the same things there again, and at the bottom again just saying that it's Spigen Ultra Hybrid S 2019, and it's the crystal clear version, and it's new. You can get other ones that are different, you have sort of like ones with like metallic flakes in them and things like that, but like I said, this is the crystal clear version, which I personally prefer. I've had ones like this in the past, and yeah, I've always found them to be decent cases. So let's pull the pull tab on the top here and reveal the case. So set that to one side there. Protective little bag. And there we have it, first look. So once again, we have the warning saying that it's protective film on the front and the back, or back, the front of the device, whichever way you want to look at it. So make sure you peel that off if you buy one of these. And they have got markings on them now to make it more clear that there is that on that. I know previous years there hasn't been anything on there, so it's been a bit hard to tell that there has been a protective layer on there. Looking at the cutout, as you can see, I've got my phone case for my Note 9, and the cutout is completely different this year. We've got, obviously, it will be for the triple camera, and then we've got this depth camera and flash, I believe it is, so that's why it's that shape. Looks a bit odd, but that's not the phone case's fault. Moving to the top, we've got a couple of holes here. I am guessing they are going to be for microphones. Moving on to the left hand side, as you look at, you've got your volume up, down, power on and off, and Bixby button. Nice sort of feel to those there. As you can see, it does flex quite a bit. It's semi sort of stiff. You've got this bit here is hard-ish, so it's not one of those completely squidgy cases. It's got a bit of flex to it, so hard protection there, and more sort of softer on the edges. Not by a lot though, but it just makes it feel a bit nicer in the hand. So moving on, we've got a Spigen logo there on the side. I do apologise for the focusing of the camera. And then at the bottom, we've got a cutout for the S Pen, charging port, speaker, and obviously no headphone jack this year. Moving on to the other side, so that'd be the right hand side of the phone as you look at it, we have got, as you can see, nothing at all, because this year they've done away with all the buttons, so it's nice and clean all the way down the one side. Moving on to the back of the case, we have a stand. Now, before I open it up, I just want to point out to you guys, if I can get it focus, it is quite raised. So something to bear in mind, you know, if you're sort of person who wears tight jeans or something like that, that, you know, this could snag and be, you know, an issue sliding it in and out of your pocket. Again, over years, it's been sort of recessed into the plastic a bit. This year, it's more just glued on top. And yeah, it's, as you can see, quite pronounced that is. So yeah, this stand itself, it is magnetically held down, so you could just put a nail underneath. You can hear it and see the magnet there, and it just springs up. Obviously, there's only one way that you can do this. You can't have it set up like that. It will only go that one direction. I feel that they have made a bit of a mistake here, Spigen, because this side has got all the power buttons, got the power button, the volume up and down. So if you're watching, say, a film, you've got it propped up like that, you want to turn the volume up, you've got to, I know it's not a big deal, but you've got to lift it up to press the button. Would have been easier if you could have just had on, you know, should I say, the stand around the other way. So it would sit like that, and then you could press the buttons. That would have made sense. So if that could have been flipped around, would have been better in my opinion. What I'm going to do now is I haven't got, obviously, a Note 10 yet because it is pre-order. So I just want to point that out to people. In my previous video, when I've done an unboxing of one of these, people saying to me, why haven't you put the phone in it? Well, at this moment in time, I haven't got the phone because it's not due out for another couple of weeks. So this is the best I can do for now, is put my Note 9 in it. And yeah, they're pretty much identical sizes. So there you go. That's what it will look like with a phone actually in it. Feel-wise, feels pretty sturdy in the hand. I know we've got that protective film over it. Doesn't feel overly slippery or anything. Nice slim fit, minimal on the edges, top, bottom and on the side. So with that new full screen display, you know, it's going to maximize that. Last thing you want with a nice big display, that is, you know, the case overlapping that screen. So yeah, I think it's as minimal as you can get, but also decent protection at the same time. I wouldn't want to sort of go anything less than this, if I'm honest. Looking at putting it down, it raises it up quite a bit, you know, enough to so the screen isn't scratched. You're gonna scratch. We haven't got any sort of raised. Well, saying that, yeah, there is. It's slightly raised actually. No, we've got like it's almost like a bar at that end and a little bar at this end, if you can see that. So again, that would raise it a bit, but you've got then this, which is gonna catch and scratch up. So again, a bit sort of silly having those out. I'm guessing because they do a version without this kickstand, all they are simply doing is sticking a kickstand on it. So especially this end, this raised bit serves no purpose whatsoever when that stand protrudes so much. So if you are putting it down on the back quite a bit, as you can see, press down on the corners, it's even, it's in like it doesn't wobble, but the bottom of the device is raised up, and you move it around and you can hear it's going to scratch. So, and as you can see already, just pushing that round, it has marked it. I don't know if that will rub off. It has rubbed off, I think, a bit, yeah. But yeah, so to bear in mind, that will scratch up easily over time. So there you go then, guys. So there you have it then, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video, and if you did, really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, maybe think about subscribing for more of the same in the future. Like I said, I've got a Note 10 on pre-order, so when it turns up, I will be doing an unboxing of that, and also some camera camera comparisons. I'll put my teeth back in, keep falling out at the moment, and yeah, comparing it to the Note 9. So that should be interesting doing that. So thanks very much for joining me, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.